Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your solar eclipse reading. This is also a new moon in Aries on April the 8th. I will focus more on the new moon upcoming in the next reading, but I want to kind of capture the solar eclipse energy in the beginning of the astrological new year, our search for our place in the sun, as we're coming out of a lunar eclipse in the end of March. So there is a sense of sweeping away, strategizing the way in which we're implementing new knowledge, new healing we've gained about where we belong in the world. As I was meditating on your cards, Scorpio, I got a vision of the solar eclipse being partially glimpsed in some areas of the U.S. In particular, the idea that the aurora borealis has been magnified and extended into even the southern U.S. And because your ruling planet is Pluto, I thought about nuclear energy and some of the experiments that had been done over decades past around the experimentation with nuclear energy and overall the way in which we are exploiting natural resources in a way that has created an incredible imbalance, not only among within the earth, on the earth, but within the social powers that exist. I hope that's helpful. I'm not sure what that means, but I am doing personal readings, and the information for that you will find in the description box below. Maybe that was an introduction. I'm not sure. However, I appreciate your presence now. You are welcome, and I deeply am grateful for all the ways that you support me. So let's get started, Scorpio, with your overall energy for the solar return, the Three of Wands. You are building something. You have been creating something, putting the pieces of a new project, a new idea, a new direction together. However, there is a sense here of waiting for various elements of your project to return to you, to be validated, for others to connect with your idea or insert feedback. There's also the sense that you are waiting for the right time to do something. So you are putting together these elements of a project in a way that depends on a team, a collaboration, a collective, an organization. And in that way, your initiative is being modified. This is a positive way. You're really working with the energies, the seasonal energies in particular, to open yourself up to more information and the buy-in of others so that you can move forward in a more impactful way. In the present, the Empress. Lovely. Another 3. I love 3s. The Empress is all about moving from a place of your power, which is your creativity, your ability to generate new ideas and thus to generate abundance. You are absolutely in sync with the seasons. And there's a way in which you are not only creating and generating ideas and energy for others to participate in, to maximize some ultimate success or reward, but you are enjoying the process. You are making sure that you receive the rewards that match your efforts. You are enjoying that you know how to find this balance in your creative efforts. And this is fulfilling you and allowing you to express love in the most holistic and healthy way. In the past, The Seven of Wands is describing your ability to stand up for yourself, to speak from a place of strength, to articulate your position. If that means defending your position, you're more than capable of doing that. But this really is about the long time clarification of boundaries with others in all of your relationships and all of your energy exchanges, so that you are tending to the balance, the managing of relationships in a way that allows you maximum space, a kind of liberation to come from that place of purpose, of strength. You know you're on the path for you, and you're doing everything you can to provide yourself with as much elbow room to focus on your target. In the future, the Two of Wands, there's another feeling of waiting here, so that you are in a very strong position of knowing your strength and utilizing that strength, presenting that strength in a way that focuses on unfamiliar audiences, clients, arenas, ideas. You're not limiting yourself. There is an element of risk to this card that I think is appropriate for you. You're so in your zone. You've so managed your resources and your confidence. You are moving towards the light, to being inspired, to growing, to expanding. But there is a risk involved. And you are very aware. It's almost as if I see you stepping out on the edge of a precipice. Not as dramatic as the Fool, but moving up to the stairs, to the top of these stairs, and gazing at the entire world that is unfamiliar to you, but that you are convinced, you are confident that you have a contribution to make, an impact to make. I'm going to pull a soul's journey, Scorpio, and hope that you are vibing with this reading. If so, please like this video, share it with others, comment below, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. You are greatly appreciated. And I pull the card Surrender. I can release my need to control. And this is explaining to me what I had been seeing as waiting, perhaps. Not so much waiting, but now I see it in the context of you doing all that you can do from a place of pure intention, creativity, and love. That power means that you put your energies out there, you follow the threads, the inspiration, the resources that you have, and you have to allow others the ability to interact, to surrender to your ideas. There's no fixity here that is very noteworthy, considering you are a fixed sign. You can be very stubborn. You can be very clear and determined in a specific direction, but I feel an absence of that. And that surrender I see as really leading to this continuous willingness and openness to growing, to generating new ideas, to considering new ways of doing things. And from the flora and fauna of Africa, I pulled the golden crown bat. And the key word is rebirth. And that is very much in sync with your ruling planet, Pluto. Death, rebirth. And the flower or plant associated with this bird is the dogwood, the beautiful dogwood. A major transition is underway. This new situation may require some sacrifices, but it will be worth it. I like that. So I'm going to clarify the Empress in the present with the Ten of Swords and the Four of Cups. Wow, there's powerful, powerful reliefs here. You have continued to drill down on unproductive experiences, relationships, beliefs, behaviors of your own, things that have limited your ability. You have moved out of a consolidation or compliance with this old set of beliefs, and instead are transitioning into this space where you are generating your own ideas, the belief, the joy, the wholeness, the healing of new ideas and energy. There's so much about a new way of manifesting what feels good to you. You're no longer accepting punishment, exclusion, uh, reprimand as an appropriate response to your efforts, to your ideas, to your sincere and diligent ideas around creating things that are supportive rather than are punitive. And this way of finding support in the world has led you to understand how you find support in your life. This understanding that whatever you manifest, whatever is coming to you, whatever offers you receive that you are considering, you now have the ability to just not take what comes at you on the terms of others, but that you are considering this wish, this offer, as to its match to who you are now, what your needs and desires are now. And in so doing, if you decide that this particular offer does not suit you, that what you've manifested is not right for you, considering many of the wishes we manifest are the result of something we put into motion a long time ago when we were different. And now you have the confidence of knowing that if this offer isn't right for you, that you will manifest an offer that is. If this support or fulfillment is not to your liking, does not match your needs, you know that you can endlessly generate new opportunities. And this is a real place of power that's allowing you to release. It's almost an old mind frame that, an old mindset around your absolute compliance to the letter of the requirements or responsibilities that others expect of you has been met by simply the next assignment without any consideration about your needs. You've released that cycle. That is not something, and of course, releasing that, surrendering, we understand, is not something that happens one day. This has been a lifetime journey for you. The ability to surrender and accept who you are, the strengths you have, the creativity you have, the ability to utilize and leverage the abundance that's around you is where you are now gaining your practice, your daily practice. In the past, the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Two of Swords and the Hermit card. Yeah, there's a sense of having been divided in the past, having felt that you had allegiances in two very different places. And in many ways, that was a part of your challenge in releasing the expectations of others. However, you have consulted who you are. You understand you've earned the right to be your unique, joyful, productive self, that you have answers, not only for you, but answers for others. And you are more than willing to teach those, to share those with others, to share your path, to get more information about what is being offered so that you recognize that there is never a yes or no, a door one or a door two. There is a much greater context in when we look at the natural world as a model for possibilities. So there are many more choices available to you. And this is something that's being confirmed to you on a deeper soul level in terms of your ability to stand up to the assignments you've received that were not in alignment with who you were, that did not support your strengths or best efforts, your liberation. In the future, the Two of Wands is clarified by the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. There's a way that you have learned to manage your relationships and apply this beautiful Empress energy, this beautiful energy of abundance, of the generation abundance, the cyclical, seasonal application of manifestation. Things grow, they mature, and then they decompose as fodder for more growth. This is something that you are now applying in your relationships through your understanding that there is a reciprocity that is required in order for you to construct conscious and productive contracts with others, agreements that help you to manage the resistance that you receive. Because you do receive a lot of resistance. You have, perhaps historically, but these new ideas that you are putting together, that you're tendering out into the world, into your collaborations or your teams or communities, receive the resistance that is familiar to you. And that resistance often comes in the form of demeaning you rather than your ideas. However, you have experienced sabotage in the past, you now understand that a certain amount of power and success generates envy. Those who are threatened or have fear about ideas perhaps they don't understand, or the possibility that these ideas, if they're successful, may sweep you away from an environment where they're used to having you around. They're used to you managing their relationships. They're used to you balancing things out so that you are now in a position of recognizing, choosing your battles, not ignoring the information that you receive, but knowing that as you move through any process of productivity, of creation, that there are going to be others outside of your circle that do support you, that do understand you, that will applaud you, but you're not being blocked by this. In the past, where you would have crumbled within thinking, yeah, not a good idea. Yes, I doubt that probably couldn't have worked anyway. And I'm not really that good at, or this is an area I don't really know much about. So I'm going to defer to others that tell me no. That is so beneath your consideration now. You see fear now when you encounter resistance. You take note and you move on, knowing that these battles are going to be fought at every stage of any successful effort you make. There will always be resistance. And the way you manage that is the way in which you protect and conserve your energies, your growth that can't be stopped. I'm going to finish up this reading, Scorpio, with a crystal oracle, and hope that these readings are clear to you, are making sense, and overall are helpful to you. So your comments that validate that are so greatly appreciated. And I'm pulling the Numite, this very interesting black-ish stone with sprinkles, and the key word is strength. I'm strong in mind, body, and spirit. Thank you, Scorpio, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.